Hello, good morning, students. I am R.N. Jha from Mahatma Gandhi Shikshan Sansthan, Darbhanga. Today, I am going to teach you physics of class 9. Dear students, it is the second chapter, Force and Laws of Motion. Today, the topic is Newton's third law of motion, that is, law of action and reaction. Dear students, law of action and reaction. It is, to every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. Equal and opposite reaction means from this law we get F subscript A equal to minus F subscript R. These are the two forces. F subscript A, that is force of action. F subscript R, that is force of reaction. From the law, these two forces are equal in magnitude. Here, minus sign is taken. Minus sign shows that their directions, means the force of action and reaction, their direction opposite to each other. Dear student, suppose there is a book on the table. The book applies force on the table vertically downward. That force is equal to the weight of a book. Opposite to it, the same force, means equal in magnitude, the table applies on the book, that is in upward direction. The book applies force vertically downward and the table applies force vertically upward, means the direction of these two forces are opposite to each other. Therefore, here minus sign is used. But their magnitude, that is always equal. Dear students, there are three laws of motion given by our great scientist Sir Isaac Newton. You know, first, that is law of inertia. From that law, we find definition of force. From second, we find magnitude of force. And from third, that is law of action and reaction, we find that the forces are always in pair. Always in pair means one is force of action, another is force of reaction. Now, pair of forces equal in magnitude. Two forces are there and the magnitude of the two forces are equal, but opposite in direction. The directions of the two forces are opposite to each other. These two forces exerted by two different objects on each other. There are two objects and they exert force on each other. The magnitude of those forces are equal, but the directions are opposite. As earlier I told you in the example, when the book is placed on a table, the book applies force vertically downward, that is force of action. At the same time, the table applies equal force in upward direction, that is opposite direction, on the book, that is force of reaction. Means these forces exerted by the two objects on each other. That is known as action-reaction pair. Action-reaction pair means one, if you consider the force applied by book, that is force of action, then the force exerted by table, that is reaction. Opposite to it, if the force applied by table, if we consider it force of action, then the force applied by the book, that is force of reaction. From this we find few points. There are 3 points. Number 1, forces of action and reaction act on two different objects. Dear students, we have to keep in mind the action and reaction force. They act on different objects. There should be two different objects. One will act force of action, one will exert force of action, another will force of reaction. Therefore, there should be two different objects. Second, forces of action-reaction pair do not act on single object. If there is single object, only one force may act there. Only one. So that is not the action-reaction pair. Now the third point, that is forces of action and reaction act together as the book exerts force on the table the same time. The table exerts force on book, means the forces of action and reaction act together. So single force does not exist. If there is single force, means we can't say there is force of action and reaction, means single force does not exist. That is the explanation of Newton's third law of motion, that is law of action and reaction. Dear students, we will discuss about the examples of Newton's third law of motion in next video. Till then, thank you very much.